At first, it feels too simple. Just one setup, one structure to build your entire process around. You tell yourself you'll get bored, that you'll miss out, that the market has too many opportunities to limit yourself like that. But then you start to notice something. The more you focus, the more you see. The noise quiets, the doubt softens. You begin to understand that mastery isn't built from doing everything. It's built from doing one thing well, over and over again. When you finally commit to one setup, you stop living in constant uncertainty. Every trade no longer feels random or forced. You're not guessing what the market might do. You're observing, waiting for something familiar to unfold. You start to see structure where there used to be chaos, and that structure brings peace. Suddenly, you're not reacting to every tick. You're calm, patient, present. The market doesn't feel overwhelming anymore. It feels readable. You know what to do, and more importantly, what not to do. The deeper you go into one setup, the more it starts teaching you. You notice patterns within patterns, how context shifts the outcome, how volatility changes the rhythm, how timing shapes the trade. You stop thinking in terms of right or wrong and start thinking in terms of process. Every trade becomes a rep, another chance to refine execution, to control emotion, to strengthen your edge. And with each repetition, you're training not just your eyes, but your mind. It's funny. Most traders think focus limits them, but it's actually what sets them free. The clarity that comes from knowing exactly what you're looking for gives you back time, energy, and confidence. You stop chasing setups that don't belong to you. You stop second-guessing whether to enter or exit. The fear of missing out fades, replaced by a quiet certainty that your moment will come. And when it does, you'll be ready. Focus becomes freedom. Committing to one setup also forces you to confront yourself. There's no more hiding behind maybe the setup wasn't good or the market was weird today. When all variables are stripped away, you see your habits for what they are. The overtrades, the hesitation, the impulse to interfere. But instead of judging them, you start to work on them. One mistake at a time, one improvement at a time. Slowly, your process becomes cleaner, sharper, more deliberate. That's the moment when trading starts to feel different, not easier, but lighter. You no longer carry the weight of trying to do everything. You're not searching for the next big breakthrough because you've already found the work that matters. Showing up, reviewing, executing, refining. The need to control outcomes fades, replaced by the satisfaction of controlling your actions. You realize that profitability isn't the end goal. It's the byproduct of clarity and discipline. With time, you start to embody the setup itself. You feel its rhythm, its tells, its traps. You can sense when it's forming, when it's maturing, when it's best left alone. You're not guessing anymore. You're anticipating, and that anticipation isn't prediction. It's alignment. You've built enough repetitions to trust yourself, to trust the data, to trust the process. That trust is what keeps you grounded when the market turns uncertain. And eventually, the simplicity that once felt limiting becomes empowering. You look back at all the noise you used to chase and wonder how you ever thought more was better. You understand now that mastery isn't about control. It's about consistency. You don't need to know what will happen next. You just need to know who you'll be when it does. So this is what happens when you finally commit to one setup. You stop trying to trade everything and start becoming a trader. You stop needing the market to prove you right and start proving to yourself that you can execute. You stop chasing outcomes and start living in process. One structure, one edge, one disciplined you. That's all it takes to change everything.